Why are you in Vegas all the way from Alaska?
I went to see Pearl Jam on Thursday night.
How many miles is Alaska from Vegas?
2,500.
Wow. You've been doing HR for a long time now. How do you escape all of this?
Music for sure. I love everything about music.
Hey, welcome to another episode of Makers and Jam, where we cross the professional journey and the musical journey of our guests. And today we have Katy all the way from Alaska. First of all, let's find out, why are you in Vegas all the way from Alaska? What brought you here?
The main reason or?
The main reason.
Okay. I went to see Pearl Jam on Thursday night.
Okay. How many miles is Alaska from Vegas?
It's about 2,500.
So you flew 2,500
I
miles.
did.
Yeah, that's quite a statement.
I think it was my 7th Pearl Jam show.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so we do have somebody who's a pretty big music fan.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, this show is for music fans, right? Everybody has these shows about musicians, but without the music fans, we don't have anyone to play to. So, thanks for joining us. Hey, so you professionally, I think the official title is the Senior Vice President of People for a financial services institution, but you've been doing HR for a long time now. I think the first thing I want to find out is, how did you get into the human resources realm?
So I worked for some smaller organizations where you tend to wear multiple hats, so you're not just doing one thing. I did accounting. That was my background. That was my degree, but I found it to be super isolating. You're just sitting there in spreadsheets by yourself, and I hated that. So I kind of started getting into HR, which is obviously a lot more social. You get to interact with people, and I kind of just worked my way up through the HR ladder, and here I am.
Here you are. On Makers and Jam. By the way, our musical guest today is Anthony Serrano, who plays
up, world?
locally,
Cheers.
all over Vegas, and we're going to have some fun later. So, HR, here's what I think of when I think of HR. Nobody ever runs into HR and says, I love my job, this is the greatest place on the planet. And HR never calls anybody to say, hey, we love you and you're just the best person. So, you're constantly dealing with problems, right?
All the time.
How do you cope?
It's a lot. It's a lot. Nobody ever comes to HR for anything good, and everybody always looks at HR as like the bad place to go, or you don't want to deal with HR. It's a lot. Sometimes it definitely gets to wear on you, especially when you're listening to everybody just kind of. Can we curse on this podcast?
Yeah, you can say whatever you want on this podcast.
Just bitch and complain about everything. But also when you are able to just help one person or kind of help somebody work through issues, that's also, rewarding. So you don't always get kind of the negative.
In sales, but you literally, you're dealing with thousands of people.
Yep.
And most of the time it's problems, right?
Yep.
So how do you escape all of this? Is it a Pearl Jam concert?
Music for sure. Music is huge. I love everything about music. I've been a big music fan since I was a kid. My first concert was when I was 8 years old, and I just have been loving live music and music ever since. So,
what was the first concert?
In Excess.
That's good. That's a good one.
It was good.
Yeah, that is a good one.
Yeah.
One of my favorite songs, Don't Change by In Excess.
That's a great song.
So do you guys actually, speaking of music and coping, do you roll that into the business side of your life at all? In any of the organizations you work with?
Not really.
No,
We don't really tend to involve music a lot and things. Maybe we should. Maybe that would, make it better. But for myself, yeah, for sure, music is definitely an escape or a way to kind of unwind. But I have music on all the time. When I'm getting ready in the morning, in the car, when I'm cooking dinner. It's all the time.
Okay, so let's talk about the workplace, right?
Okay.
Now you've got these two camps. You've got to go into the office. You've got to work remote. There's hybrid. What's your personal view of all of this? You've been with multiple companies, so what's your personal view?
I have. Obviously, the world is leaning more towards remote work. People can get a lot of things done at home, and why not, right? You reduce a lot of the overhead, you reduce a lot of the building expense, all of these different things. I like both. I like to work from home. I like to work in the office because I like to see people in person, collaborate, have meetings with people in person and kind of get to catch up. I think there's definitely, you miss the human factor when you're working remote, but there's a lot of really good benefits for that also.
What about from a recruiting standpoint? Are you guys finding it difficult to find people who want to come into an office? I would think that's become a thing, right?
Yeah, for sure.
You've got these traveling employees now that want to go and experience life everywhere.
Yeah, it's difficult. I mean, every department kind of does their own thing, but as an organization, we're mostly hybrid. So it's a couple days in the office, a couple days at home.
Okay. Let's talk about culture.
Okay.
You could talk about a million things about culture and a million places it's got to be. For you, what's that one seed that really the most important piece of building culture in an organization?
It starts at the top. If you are not a leader that kind of exemplifies or embodies the culture of the organization or puts that out there, you can do all of the other things, give employees everything they want, create this environment. But if you're not actually doing it also and promoting it, it's not going to go anywhere. So it has to start at the top.
So it's safe to say that good or bad culture really comes from the leadership.
Absolutely. 100%. Yes.
And how do you maintain it?
That's $1 million question. If you find that answer out, would you let me know?
Yeah, no, I will. We'll let everybody know. I'm just, because it's one thing to push culture, it's another to maintain it and keep it going, right?
You always have to be able to kind of understand and adapt to your employees. So what's good for your employees, but also has to be good for the organization. If it's not good for both, it doesn't work. So you always have to be making sure that you are adapting to different work arrangements, hybrid, remote, how people learn, what people value in terms of is it more money? Is it more recognition? Is it more PTO? Is it, I don't know, a mug with the company's logo? You have to understand those things and adapt to those things.
Is there one thing that you guys would do, or you would do, whether it's any company you're at, that you think really does help carry culture across?
I think the main thing that I've seen is people want to get together more. So whether it's company events or things like that, they want to be together. And I think that is just as a result of everybody kind of being spread out or remote or things like that. They want to get together, not necessarily at work, but outside of work.
Now, there's this piece of your job that I've had to do it a lot. I'm guessing you probably have to do it a lot, which is firing people, right? What's your take on it? How do you feel when you have to go and fire an employee?
It's the absolute worst thing ever. It's the worst part of the job. I hate it. I hate it. It sucks.
Okay. So I have an idea. I don't know if it would work, but I want to throw it out at you, see what you think. You know how fighters and boxers have a walkout song?
Yes.
What if you and your team had a walk-in song when you were going to fire somebody that basically let them know what was going to happen? What do you think, Anthony?
I mean, I have a couple ideas.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Na, 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 and hey, 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 and goodbye. Na, 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 and hey, 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 and goodbye.
What do you think?
It definitely sends a message.
So, Allie, if you saw HR walking into your office and that song was playing, what would you think?
I would probably cry.
Who's your HR person? Is that you?
Yeah, it's me.
That's
me.
scary.
Yeah. Like, Anthony, is there something a little mellower that might send the message?
In closing time, you don't have to go, but you can stay here.
We could probably get a little mellower too, right? What do you think?
I mean, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking maybe, I don't know, Good Riddance. Is that too much?
Green Day.
He's something unpredictable, but in the end, that's right. And I hope you have the time of your life.
So, do you think that idea would work? Because I was thinking maybe we could build a Spotify list for all HR people for walk-in songs. And maybe you don't even have to go and fire the person. You just send a couple of songs their way.
I think it would definitely lighten the mood.
Okay.
And the concept is pretty good.
Well, if you want to try it, let me know. Anthony and I will put a set list together for you. And if it's a pretty big
That'd be
fire you've got
interesting.
to do, we'll actually come in as a band and walk in with you.
Perfect.
Yeah. What do you think?
I love it.
Okay. Okay, so you're a huge 90s fan.
Yeah.
90s music fan, right?
I mean, I am.
Okay. So I had an idea. So we want to play a little game with you, a little contest.
Okay.
Whoops. And if we're gonna see how well you know 90s music.
Okay.
So we're gonna play 5 songs and see if you can guess them. And if you guess them, then you'll get this T-shirt from our sponsor, Lucy Hub. So are
Awesome.
you down for this? You want
I'm
to try it out?
totally down.
Okay,
Yep.
let's do this then. We're gonna do this. We're gonna play 5 songs. Allie's gonna be the judge. She's gonna say if you got it or you
Okay.
didn't. And let's see where it goes.
Let's try it.
All
Let's
right,
do
ready?
it. Yeah.
Ready?
And give me your word, give me, son. Show me where to look, tell me, will I find? Will I find?
I was gonna say, am I supposed to go or are you gonna finish?
No.
Oh
Well,
no,
eventually-
you can just blurt it
You
out,
can blurt it
Oh.
out if you want
and I'll
to.
and then I'll
Yeah,
stop.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, then you got it.
It's collective soul
Oh, yeah.
shine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ding. There's one.
Okay.
All right. Ready?
Yeah. Nirvana. No?
What is it?
All apologies.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Ready?
Oh, this will be easy. And hey,
Pearl Jam. Black.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of want to hear you guys play.
Well, we can. Let's see if you get this contest, and then we'll play one for you.
Okay.
All right. All right. Ready?
Yep. Learning to Fly, Foo Fighters.
That was good. That was good. You're good. Okay. All right. This is song number 5. If
Okay.
you get this one,
T-shirts on the line.
T-shirts on. Yep. T-shirts on the line. Ready?
in order to get 2 things, and I'll take 1 left. You're right, this trip, and always, and I know you'll be at my show, watching, waiting.
I was like, I was having a difficult time with that one for some reason.
I thought you'd get that one. Well, you've got. I mean, you got them all right. So you are the recipient of a really nice, soft Lucy Hub
Nice.
T-shirt. There you go.
Thank you.
There you go.
Awesome.
And by the way,
Nice.
Anthony, where can
Remix.
people find you? When they're in
Facebook.
Vegas?
My name is Anthony Serrano, so just on Facebook, Instagram. My handle's a little hard. It's just Voodoo, M, and pretty much with my name, you can find it on Instagram.
And you're playing right now weekly at the Durango, right?
Yeah, I'm playing at the Durango, like a brunch from 11 to 2 p.m.
And then where else are you playing during the week?
And then so I have
weekend.
2 that are every week, so for sure you can see me there. So it'd be the George at 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturdays. And then I play every Tuesday at Favorite Bistro on the Link, in the Link Promenade.
Right in the heart of the strip.
Yeah, that's 6 to 10
Yeah.
p.m. And that's a fun one too.
Awesome. Well, thanks everybody for joining us on this episode of Makers and Jam. Katie, thanks for joining us all the way
Thank you
from
for
Alaska.
having me.
Heck yeah.
Anthony, thanks for being
Thank
a part
you.
of the show, and
Awesome.
we'll catch you again next week. Play some more. You want to play some Pearl Jam? Let's do it. Black. Well, we'll send you off with a little Pearl Jam, since that's what Katie's here for.
And hey, she's an empty canvas, a touch sheets of clay. spread out before me as somebody once did.